British sitcoms have given us some of the funniest moments ever put on screen.
Got a white mouse. How about that as the mascot?
Stupid boy.
But every now and again, there's an episode that mysteriously disappears. Sometimes it gets edited, sometimes it gets quietly dropped from reruns.
Oh, the feeling's coming back.
And sometimes it vanishes completely, lost in cupboards, archives, or the BBC's tendency to tape over its own shows in the 60s and 70s. Today we're looking at British sitcom episodes that were pulled, or hardly ever shown again, the forgotten, the controversial, and the downright bizarre. Let's get stuck in.
My boys, they're here. They're inside. They can't wait to get stuck in. Oh, thank God.
Let's start with a genuine missing episode. This early black and white Dad's Army instalment, broadcast once in 1969, was wiped by the BBC when tapes were routinely reused.
Would you like to order now, sir? For a fiver, I could rustle you up a medieval dinner. What's that? A very rare luxury, sir. Roast swan.
The video is gone completely. Only the off-air audio recording survives because a fan taped it at home. The plot? Walker gets called up into the real army.
Not quite. That's where Sid Newman's business is.
And the platoon try to keep him with them. Classic Dad's Army farce. But unless a film reel turns up in a loft, it's destined to stay missing forever.
I mean, when they're sort of signalling the odds. I mean, all you need is a pair of white gloves so's your hands sharp when you're away.
Here's a curious one. Not banned, but very rarely repeated.
Captain Peacock, are you going to stand there and hear me insulted?
This seems as good a place as any.
Roots comes from the later years of Are You Being Served, Series 8, the era featuring Mike Berry as Mr. Spooner.
I had to kiss 3 girls in camping to get this.
There's only 2 girls in camping and a man with a beard.
So I found out when I lit the lamp.
The premise is simple enough. It's old Mr. Grace's 90th birthday, and the department is given the task of exploring his family history. But naturally, the department takes this idea and turns it into a full-blown costume parade. The staff appear dressed as miners, complete with helmets and pickaxes.
It's very, very hot in these outfits.
I quite agree.
Well, it depends what you wear under them.
Scots, and various other heritage stereotypes. Nothing offensive was intended. It's all broad, silly farce typical of the show, but some imagery hasn't aged brilliantly.
They've traced the Grace family even further back now.
Oh, how much further?
So, while the episode is available on DVD and streaming, channels like Gold tend to quietly skip it. Not banned, just a modern broadcaster thinking, maybe we'll leave that one on the shelf.
I bet you're always sure of a welcome in the valley.
The Germans remains famous, iconic, and endlessly quotable.
Don't mention the war. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it all right.
But depending on when and where you've seen it, you may have watched a different version. Broadcasters, especially from the 2000s onwards, have edited or muted parts of the Major's outdated conversation.
Strange creatures, women.
Well, can't stand around all day.
I knew one once.
While leaving in the farce of Manuel setting the kitchen on fire and Basil getting knocked out with a frying pan. So the episode isn't banned, it's just one of those sitcom classics that gets selective trimming in modern repeats.
Old differences forgotten, and no need at all to mention the war. Sorry.
Here's a case where controversy and missing archives collide. Till Death Us Do Part was always provocative.
There's nothing that your Labour Race Relations Board can bloody well do about it, is there? You're mad, you know that?
But the biggest reason many episodes don't reappear is simple. The BBC wiped a chunk of the early series. Later episodes do exist, but reruns are limited.
Will you shut up, you silly moo? It's all right in bunging up new fences, isn't it?
Not formally banned, just used sparingly because the humour is extremely strong by modern standards. In short, some episodes are lost forever, others are aired carefully.
No, they can bring him over here, bang him in the best hotel in London, and notch him up at our expense.
The goodies have their own share of missing material, including the first version of Kitten Kong.
And now for the latest report on Twinkle, the giant kitten, over to Michael Aspel.
The 1971 episode was wiped in the same mass tape clearing policy that hit Dad's Army. The trio later remade it for the 1972 Montreux special, which does survive.
It's huge. It's a monster. It's only a kitten.
Oh yeah? It's already eaten the post office tower.
And is the only version broadcasters can show. So if you've seen Kitten Kong, you've actually seen the second version. The original is gone.
Take us up! Take us up!
Crawford's stunt work is legendary and sometimes terrifying.
Where are you?
It's all right, Betty. I might need a bit of help, though.
While Some Mothers hasn't had banned episodes, some reruns skip or trim the most dangerous sequences.
Hank, what are you doing in that cage?
I'm trying to get my beret back.
Such as stunts that modern safety teams would refuse outright.
Get out of the way!
Nothing is banned, but modern broadcasters sometimes quietly rotate past the riskier episodes.
Betty, I can see my slippers.
The Young Ones isn't censored. It's expensive. Episodes featuring musical guests often vanish from reruns.
Would like to overlook this, but unfortunately you do seem to be responsible for certain other criminal activity.
Because clearing the songs again is costly.
Look, everybody! This is supposed to be a party! So for Pip's sake, start having fun!
One of the most affected is Interesting, where scenes linked to specific music have been cut, trimmed, or muted depending on the broadcast year.
It's like the party started.
I'm looking for my prints.
Well, maybe they're upstairs with my etchings, my darling.
It's not banned, not controversial, just complicated.
Yes, I bet that as well. That's just a sort of crazy, imaginative thing that happens around here, isn't it?
Now here's a rare situation. John Sullivan, the writer, personally disliked the original broadcast version.
As I was getting Rodney's evening suit out of the wardrobe, mine came along with it. So I've got all my gear here.
He felt Del behaved too nastily towards Rodney, so for every repeat after 1986, the episode was heavily re-edited, jokes trimmed, moments softened, the tone adjusted.
His daughter, that's the pretty one in the blue, is getting engaged to my younger brother Rodney.
The uncut version is rarely shown, and for years wasn't officially available, not banned, but quietly toned down by its own creator.
Rodney had a great future, you know, as an athlete. But he said no. He wanted to concentrate on his business.
Steptoe's Christmas specials often walk the line between comedy and bleakness.
If I left it to you, we'd never get anything put up. We wouldn't have any decorations.
But A Perfect Christmas is one that sometimes gets trimmed for modern broadcasts.
Don't have anybody round, go anywhere, do anything, nothing. I'd have a better time in Dracula's castle.
It contains bleak humour and some sharp-edged exchanges.
And you can have as many heart attacks as you like. Hello? They won't make any difference.
Broadcasters tend to soften these with small cuts, rather than avoid the episode entirely.
It worked! He's gone! We're on our own at last.
The final episode of Allo Allo isn't banned, but it divides fans. The storyline jumps ahead decades after the war.
Hey, Carl, we have visitors.
Revealing that Renee ultimately ran away with Yvette and left Edith behind.
He has promised to marry me as soon as we find the missing portrait of the fallen Madonna with the big boobies.
It's surprisingly melancholic for such a daft, farcical sitcom. Because the tone is so different, channels rarely include this finale during casual rerun cycles. It's not censored, just quietly avoided.
Renee! What are you doing with that serving girl?
You stupid woman. Eloping!
And there you have it. 10 classic sitcom episodes that were lost, edited, trimmed, skipped, or quietly shelved by broadcasters. It's a reminder that even our most beloved comedies have odd gaps in their histories, moments that vanished, changed, or tiptoed out of the spotlight. If you'd like a part 2, believe me, there are plenty more forgotten sitcom mysteries to explore. Just let me know.
Pepper? Right, not too much. Quick, go!